expert lecture on the topic Image of Politics in Today's Youth. It's a really interesting topic. And to present this topic, we have Professor Ravi Saxena. He is from Law, Institute of Law, and he is expert in political science as a subject. So I would request sir to please.
Thank you very much. What is the politics? How to know the politics?
Borrowed everything but Indian. That ought not to be Indian that we have borrowed. Now the problem comes. The biggest or the most important principles of a particular society, the law, if it is going to have some kind of alienation in terms of our historical continuation, then the problem will arise. Now I would come particularly from theory to the facts. Very recently, I think many of you would be aware about what had happened in Muzaffarnagar in UP.
Yes.
The communal violence which took place. Now many leaders you would have arguing on the many news channels also, BJP and many national parties and regional parties, they would be disputing it and conflicting it in their respective manner so that it may bring them electoral point. Now the law says that ultimately whosoever has done crime, law starts from there only that they are going to punish them. But is there any instrumentality where the law is going to resolve the conflict which would certainly lead to the happening of such crimes? Because in Muzaffarnagar, what the Shishoniji Wala would say, there is a very continual historical marginalization of the Muslim community. They feel what? Marginalized, segregated, lesser human beings. As you know that man is power hungry also. They want equality, if not power, at least equality. Isn't it? Even though if I am not going to, do something with you in terms of power, even though I am hurt, it is simply a matter of fact that I could not do. There are fears. But it does not mean that I do not want to do. But as and when situation arises, in whatever manner situation arises, people always revolt. That had happened. Now, the context is very much in social paradigm. Take the case that how we are alienated from the local reality. In Muzaffar, the case started with what incident that there was a Muslim boy who simply somehow said, now see, law will come into being. Itni si baat and what kind of crime which took place. If it happens in Ahmedabad, in Delhi and everything, it is going to be only something which would be known by who? The police wala, and police will do according to, ultimately it may to a certain extent would go to judiciary.
Sir, recently there was this Bal Thackeray incident. People on Facebook had actually commented regarding his death, and there was a small confusion with the Section 66 of the IT Act. So, sir, what's your take on this? That Section 66 of IT Act has actually curtailed the freedom of the youth to speak on anything which troubles them, be it politics or terrorism.
That, I will give you an elaborate answer of this. We got our independence in 1950. We got our constitution in 1950. There are 6 fundamental rights. At that time, there were 7 fundamental rights. We were having right to life as a fundamental right or not? Isn't it clear? Now I ask you, after 65 or 67 years, do you think the right to life remains the same, or it got extended? The problem is with the state is that right to freedom also got extended once the Facebook is on the force, with the internet also. Now, initially there are going to be tussles, isn't it? Conflict will arise, then the politics will settle it. Now, in what manner do you think that, now the political parties are supportive of what? Social media. But primarily things would be, as Gandhi has suggested, that if you are on the right path, you are not going to meet the people on the right path. You are going to meet the adharmis. So do not worry over that. And that's why consider that you are right. That's why people are challenging you. So in the same manner also, now this got the right to freedom have got independent, extended, and it keep on extending itself, isn't it? The state would say, but once it is going to be legitimized by a majority, it gets its recognition. Now I ask you a counter question, and I think that would be my answer also. To what extent do you feel the situation which happened after the death of a great leader like Mr. Thackeray? You see that even after 1 year, you see the possibility that if somebody writes like that, it may happen to anybody also.